from Istanbul. You see, hey, we've gone global. Oh. That's interesting. Grace Mwigwe, interesting. Thanks for being here. We have Udwak from watching from Lagos. Justina, she read English. She needs a remote job. I think you're in the right test room. That is great. Okay, so where are you watching us from, Justina? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. All right, so we'll head into our conversation this evening. All right, so this is brought to you by Right Track Consulting. We're founded in 2009. We're based in Nigeria, but of course, we work with organizations far and wide. And our client portfolio ranges from working with SMEs, multinational companies, public sector entities, NGOs. So things like career development services, and off of what we do at Right Track Consulting, we also have this remote work support community that has been I won't say it's now a baby. I won't say it's a baby. I think it's a young child, and it's been growing, and we thank God for the impact. So we want people to learn how to work out of their locations without any boundaries. The technology tools are here. Everything you need is available. Everything you need is available. So in here, we're going to be talking about, I think I should admit a few people. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Okay, just a moment. Let me admit them in. All right. Okay. Okay. So out of this conversation, we're going to understand the shift to online remote work, the online English language teaching industry, advantages of teaching English online, how to begin your journey, and the tools you need. Then we'll be introducing the business of teaching English online for those that want to take it further. And please hang in till the end. Our guest speaker is going to be taking a lot of our questions. In fact, we want this to go really fast so that she can take a lot of our questions, which I know a lot of us would have, at the moment. So let me introduce Marilyn Iya Obebo. So she has 17 years of seasoned expertise as a diligent legal professional. So she has transitioned seamlessly into the world of online education. As a passionate English educator, she has had the privilege of enriching the lives of numerous students worldwide, harnessing the power of technology to transcend borders and cultures. Now, as a seasoned entrepreneur and a digital marketing strategist, she's on a mission to share her wealth of knowledge and guide others towards financial independence in this digital age, or REM, while in the process of gaining certifications from top institutions like Google, Digital Garage, and TESOL International. She specializes in empowering individuals to unlock their potential and discover lucrative opportunities online. In collaboration with her Asian friends, she recently created a thriving Facebook group that serves as a bridge between teachers and students. So this group features profiles of teachers who have successfully completed her course, The Business of Teaching English Online, and they've attracted 120 Asian members and continue to grow. It provides a valuable platform for connecting tutors with eager learners, fostering educational and financial opportunities for both parties. Marilyn is interested in connecting with like-minded individuals who are also on this transformative journey. So with a warm welcome, if you can clap where you are, please let us welcome Marilyn, into this conversation. Thank you for always so busy. That she agreed to this is really, I'm really, really grateful to have you online, Marilyn. Please, let's Let's give her some hearts. Let's clap. She's just the best in this particular thing and this particular area. And for us to have her, hey, I'm telling you, it's precious. So please do find a quiet corner and make sure that you soak up the conversation, and above all, take action. Even though these things come to you free, it's not free. It's not free, but what you will find here, you would not Google it. You will not chat GPT it. This is from her own experience, and all of that. So Marilyn, you're welcome. I'll move I'll move out of the screen right now, so that you can actually take over. All right. Welcome. If you're just coming in, please tell us where you're also watching from. I'll be reading the comments. And of course, in between the conversation, if you have questions, please drop it in the comments. We'll always come back, to it, because we want to really take a lot of questions today. All right, Marilyn, over to you.
We can't hear you.
You need to unmute, Marilyn.
I think, yeah, muted. She's muted.
Yes. Please unmute. Okay, she says she can't unmute herself. Okay. I thought you could. Okay, do you know what you can do? Please go out and come back in. I think it will then allow you. It's just something.
Okay, I think it's on now. Can you hear me?
Oh, that's fine. All right, that's fine.
Okay, I just saw the button. All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for thank you so much for having me here. The way that Coach Ojugo has introduced me, it has scared me a bit, because that's actually how I would have introduced her, not myself. But I'm really thankful. Yeah, so I'm really thankful for this opportunity. It's a privilege to be here. And so like Coach Ojugo has said, what I'm just going to run through my slides so that we'll have more time for questions.
Okay, I think there is a bit of network, but she would soon come back in. All right. Okay. So she will join right back in. I think it's just a network thing. Adesua, welcome. Nkechi, I can see you. Welcome. Thank you. Okay, she's right back.
Hi. Okay. Sorry about that. I think my connection, I just lost connection briefly.
Okay.
All right. So let me just quickly share my screen and my slides, and I can continue. All right. Okay, so basically, I'm Marilyn. I'm a legal practitioner. So the background to all this is that in 2017, I lost my job. It was high paying job. It was, no, well, it kept me comfortable, but then I realized that, some things I had not been taken care of, okay, before then. So I tried to look for other jobs I couldn't get. I now decided to turn to the internet and try my luck. So I took a lot of online courses, tried to do a lot of things. And after about a few years, I discovered Preply, right? And this was a site where all I didn't need any teaching experience or qualifications. I just needed to speak English. And I told myself, if it's English, I can speak it. Okay. So I got on this and I started. All right. And that was how I was able to, not immediately, all right, within about, it took several months, okay, but for me to actually begin to earn a stable, like $300 to $400 monthly, all right, but it took a while, and I began to introduce some of my friends, and I realized that it was actually a very big market. And then people, of course, I wanted to now share it out to as many people as possible. So why I'm here today, I hope we can all still hear me. I want to be sure that I'm still connected here. Can somebody just say hi?
Hi.
All right, great. So basically, why I'm here today is that I want to talk about the opportunities and the benefits in teaching English online and how you can get started. Now, this is a quote that I got like several years ago. I don't even know who, but it was, "The future of work is online." That was about maybe 6 years ago when I decided, I just saw that quote and somehow I didn't follow it, but it stuck. And by the time I got a bit like, to where I was really struggling, I decided to act on that thing. I said, look, there's something online. Let me go online. Now, I just want to give a brief understanding, okay? Help us understand the shift to online work. Now, the rise of remote work in recent times, which we call the gig economy, because now you can just do like one job for somebody and you get paid. You don't really need to work full time. So they call them gigs. All right. So, and there's some examples. When we see successful online entrepreneurs, a lot of us here know who's Nelly. We know who is Millionaire Housewife. I think recently we have a Proco Doctor and so many. There's so many now. Okay. So the gig economy is really booming right now. The freelancers are contributing about $1.2 trillion annually to the US economy alone. And this is Upwork. I think many of us are on Upwork. And this contribution, the number of Nigerians here is also, there's no research, but I know that we're a significant number of people. Okay,
Sorry, Mary.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Your slide is not moving. Yes, we can. Your slide is not moving. I think if you take it out of, if you can tap again and see, it's just on your first page also.
Oh, okay. Is it changing now?
Yes, it changed just now, but went back to the previous photo. Yes, it changed now. Why am I here? The future of work. Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay. So this is where I am now. Understanding the shift to online work. Right? Okay, so this is it. Okay, so online work, it offers you the freedom to work from anywhere. All right, so you can be empowered, according to your own time, place. So it is a very awesome way to work in this age. Now, online learning, okay? Now there are different, let me give you a little background to online learning, okay? Now there are the people that they call I think providers, okay, the massive open online courses. These are platforms many of us are familiar with now. So they offer so many different courses on different things. Then there are the language sites too. These days they're getting more and more, which is Preply, Duolingo, Rosetta Stone, Babel. Then formal education now from COVID time, most schools had to go online, and after that a lot have remained. Before COVID there was actually online education. It was just not that well publicized. And then development of skills now. Okay, so people are now teaching the skills that they know now online because it's easier to reach a wider audience with the whole technology in place now. Okay, so online English learners. Currently, online English learners, we have over 5.1 billion people. Okay, that's the estimate now, and is growing, who are learning English online, because English is the number one lingua franca now. And the globalization, everybody is looking for an opportunity to be able to communicate in a way that they can either go to school, do business, or live in a foreign country. So you can see all these figures. I don't know if Coach will share these slides later, so we don't waste time on all these figures, but you can see that the market, it is huge and it is growing. All right. And how do you come in? I say, if you can speak English, you can teach English. All right. Because there are different levels of learners. There are people who are basic learners. There are people who are more advanced that want to write exams. So depending on your level of English, you'll be able to find somebody as far as you can speak. All right. And I think that recently I've had to try to qualify this speaking English. Okay, so we have to be sure that we can speak English first. All right, so basically, the advantages of teaching English, we have talked about flexible working hours. You work when you like from home. You earn in foreign currency as much as you want, depending on how you grow. Then is low entry barrier. You know what we call low entry barrier or low barrier entry is something that you can something you can enter into without needing too high qualifications. This one, once you can speak English, you have access to internet. Okay, you're able to register yourself on a site and start learning what it takes to teach English. You're good to go. All right. Development and growth is necessary. Okay, later on the way. Now, these are just some examples of some sites where you can teach English online. I always put Preply number one because for me, Preply is like the easiest platform for people to enter. Some of them, you have restrictions. You can't even register from Nigeria or from some countries. But there's some like Preply, you can register anywhere, even without a teaching qualification. So that's why I always encourage people to start with Preply. Then you can start to look to other platforms. Now, like I said, you can start teaching English online without any qualification. But the truth is that if you want to be able to grow and be able to attract students of a higher caliber who can pay you better, pay you more, then you need certain certifications. Okay, TEFL, teaching English as a students, speakers of other languages. CELTA is a certification in teaching. The full meaning of CELTA basically is teaching languages to adults, mostly adults. CELTA focuses more on teaching adult English learners, but CELTA is a wider qualification. Okay, so with a CELTA, you don't even need a TFL or TESOL to teach. Then you have your laptop or your computer. then a platform, a teaching platform, Zoom, Skype, like Google Meet now, and you are good to go. Now, the earning potential is you can earn from $3 an hour to $50 an hour, depending on, your level of skill and how you also grow and how you attract students, okay? And then there are also opportunities for relocation, career advancement, professional development. Because what I advise people is that, look, you don't look at this as just something that you just want to earn your $5 to $10. No, this is a profession that if you are able to grow yourself, if you're able to get those certifications, now these certifications I talked about, they are globally recognized certifications. So even as a teacher in the UK, English tutor, okay, in the UK, America, if you have these certifications, you can teach in those countries. All right. To be a teacher, of course, you would need some other board exams, but these are certifications that are globally recognized. Okay, so you can use that to even look for opportunities to relocate to probably like Asian countries or some of those places where they need, okay, to learn English more. Okay, so like I said, it's not something that happens overnight, okay? I registered on Preply. It took me a while. I had to even learn how to boost my profile, okay? Because you don't just create a profile and then you sit down and think that people will just come and start looking for you. There are ways for you to boost your, your profile. Then of course you have to also keep on I think they were just about 200 and something. But now I think that the last time I checked, they're over, I think 600 now and going. And you know the Nigerian market, how we are. In Nigeria, we are many. And once we find something that works, you know how people begin to flood into it. So the competition among us alone is a lot, talk less of internationally, okay? So it's something that you should enter with just a mindset to persevere. Okay, the competition is huge.
Right.
Because the earning anywhere that is good, anything that is good, of course you will see people there. All right, and then there's fluctuating demand too. There are seasons that is peak, that you see that students are very you get more students, and then there are seasons that people are not really seeking, they probably other things like that. So all those things. And then there are cultural differences, all right? Our religion, the cultures, okay? Most of the people learning English are from like Asian, South American, European countries. Their religion, their culture is very different, okay? And then the generational gap. We have Gen Z, Gen Alpha. The way we all relate is, so is very different. Okay, so you need to brace up yourself for these situations, and then learn how to overcome them so that you can navigate and be able to teach. Start a reasonable career online. Okay, so before I conclude, I'm just going. But I have seen the opportunities grow. I've seen, so many things happen. In my profile, coach told you that, some of my Asian students, they came together, they've created a platform, a Facebook page. All right. So where I have teachers that I train, and then I share their profile, and then we try to, get teachers, so that it's kind of like taking us out of the wider market. So we have like at least a platform where it's just Nigerian teachers now, okay? So that didn't come easy, okay? I worked with them for some years before they were able to trust me to even open me up to their community, because if you know how those people work, they're very close-knit, all right? So for that, I have created a course, okay, to help people who want to understand better how to start, how to navigate, and how to overcome a lot of these challenges. So I call it the Business of Teaching English Online. It's a self-paced course. We have over 15 modules, step-by-step lesson plans. Professional development, because you're learning so much about this business, and then you have access to my coaching group. So that is where I'm able to answer a lot of questions and guide people on their application process, registration processes, and any other thing. And then when you successfully have gone through all that and you're ready, then I can share your profile to the Facebook community, and then we take it from there. However, I always have a disclaimer. There's no guarantee, okay? I don't assure you that if you come and join this coaching group and you're on the Facebook group, you will get, no. Excuse me. I just advise people that, see, for me, the most important thing is that you're equipping yourself with something that can help you to earn anywhere. Because some people who even took my course didn't even join my coaching group. All right, they have just equipped themselves and they've started to, see their own results outside. Some just want to have an idea, and then when they're ready and all that. But this is a tool. Okay, for me, this is a tool. You are equipping yourself with something that nobody can take away from you. All right, just like me, I've gone through the process of becoming a lawyer. I've gone to law school. I'm a qualified lawyer. So unless I do something which, like, I will never, that the NBA would probably disqualify me and unbar me, I will always be certified and ready to practice law in Nigeria. So that's the same thing with this. That you go through this process, you are certified, you can teach English to anybody, anywhere. All right, so you can imagine with the relocation, we're relocating, Nigerians are all over the world. So you find yourself in a place where there are other citizens from other places, they can't speak English. Okay, they need you. So even face to face, you will be able to find a few people around that can say, do you know what, I can teach you English. Okay, I know how to do this, and you organize yourself. So it is a tool that you can use to, to empower yourself anywhere you find yourself, especially in this global age. Okay, so finally, I will just let you know that the world is your oyster. Okay, you know what an oyster is? An oyster is a sea kind of seashell. Okay, it takes its shell everywhere. It has a beautiful pearl in it. So anywhere you are, the digital age is that you take your whole tool set, skill set, and what do they call it, mindset, you take it everywhere with you. It is you. Okay, that is what you become when you equip yourself this way. And so I just want to say thank you for paying attention. And I'm going to hand back over to Coach Ojugo. Hello, Coach.
Hello, thank you so much for that insightful conversation we've just had. Please don't go away yet. We have a
No,
lot
I'm
of
here.
questions.
Yes.
Okay. I want us to put our questions right now in the comments. What did you learn? What did you take away? Share with us. Some people are just coming in. Wow. When we are just about to wrap up. Okay. So let me share my own screen from here so that I'll be
Okay. So
able
do I need to
to.
stop mine? Do I need to stop for you to share?
No, you don't need to. You don't need to.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Take a minute.
All right, so we can find the link to the program she just spoke about in the comments. And if you're just coming in, note that we'll have a replay available on YouTube so that you can, take a deeper dive into it. I love anything that works for Nigerians because Nigerians have, like, I don't know, we have a bit of I don't know what happened, Sha. What did Nigerians do? We have a bit of limitations with. Yes, it's true.
Yes.
We have a bit of, we need to tell our lawmakers, so that they can speak on our behalf. Being able to find a site that works really, really, really good. So please do take
Yes.
Preply. The Preply site is also, I think I can type that in there on the chat. So please do take it and run with it. Run with it. Like she said, there are so many, there are others, there are others available on the platform, and each day, people keep coming into it. So please do go to Preply. I have mine installed. I teach and practice. In fact, I have a client on my Preply tonight, and guess what? I'm not teaching English. I'm actually teaching my project management, and that means you could find customers for any subject, subject. So that's my Preply. If you notice, I've done, let me click my onboarding. I hope they can see my screen, but I don't know whether it's possible. So you see that there is an onboarding process. Okay, that is loading. There is an onboarding process. So every phone, Android, this is an Apple phone, Android, your laptop, whichever one works for you. If you notice, I've done my onboarding. Like she says, it takes time to get yourself prepared for it. But guess what? You're in the hold up, you can start. You're waiting for, maybe your child is waiting for the dentist. You can just be doing something every day on it. In fact, that's what she taught me. True. It was actually from the church, that I heard about Marilyn's great work online. And I was like, oh my God, I had to find a way to, trace and get her into my community. That's why I was saying, for her to really come in here, it's actually God's grace. And I hope we come back with testimonies at the end. So please go to Prep, visit her course link, tag whatever stood out for you, with us over the conversation. So thank you so much, Marilyn. We head over to the question time. I see a lot of people coming in right now, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But I think the Q&A can help them. The Q&A can help them to learn more. So please feel free. You can use your audio if you want. You can raise a hand if you're using the audio. And then you could also type in the comments. So the comment box is down on the right-hand side. So you'd actually see something like chat with everyone. So please do type in there. Welcome if you're just joining in. So it's Q&A time. I think I saw 2 hands raised before. Nkechi, are you still in the room? Do you have a question? I saw Nkechi raise her hand when we started. Okay, and I saw Gilbert raise his hand. Is Gilbert still in the room? All right, so before they come on board, okay, they're appreciating the time you've spent. Akan raised her hand as well. So before they come on board, let me read the ones we have here. Okay. Okay, Ngozi Arua says, please, I want to ask, apart from English language, okay, just what I said, as though I read it, can someone teach other subjects at on especially Preply or other platforms that you would suggest?
Oh, yes, I think you already answered that. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's possible to teach. Yeah. I think Preply is more languages, but now you're even teaching something else. So I didn't even, know that. So yes, it is possible to teach other subjects. But if it's okay, apart from Preply, yes, there are many other sites. Okay, there are other sites that you can teach other subjects and earn well. So some of these other sites, it's not just English. Okay, so even on Preply, you can teach other, but I think other subjects, if you're now going into like maths, I think those are where you go to maybe places like Upwork. Okay, like Upwork, Fiverr, some of those ones. I think that's where you can actually find like many other subjects. Yeah. So, but anyway, there are other sites. I think I shared some. I think okay, somebody is asking if I can share if coach, can you show that slide that has the different sites? These are just a few of
Okay.
them. There are actually there are actually many more that I share in my course. And so these are some of them. But like I said, I've put a note. Some of them restrict sign up from from Nigeria. So I don't know if it's just Nigeria or some parts of Africa, but yeah, some people say they can try VPN, but if you try VPN, I don't know. The thing is that ultimately you have to do like a video to demonstrate your English speaking skills. So even if you use a VPN and sign up, before people approach you, they will still need to see you and hear you. So if they're already trying to discriminate against a certain geography, I don't know how that will go anyway. But it's better to just look for the ones that are accepting sign up from here to start with. Okay. Okay, so coach, I can see another question here. It said, how can someone boost his or her profile to attract clients? Yeah, so like I said, those are some of the things that I share in my course. All right. There's something some of these things are lengthy. However, you see, the truth is that these things are free, all right, to sign up on Preply. The TEFL, these certifications, there are some sites that you can sign up for free. You can get free certifications, all right? But there are some sites that you will pay because those free certifications, most of the people I teach, they're okay with it, all right? But there are some people that actually want more professional, more maybe higher certificate for certifying bodies. So they'll prefer that you have taken the course from maybe a foreign university or one of those they're foreign registered organizations where you have to pay. However, you can start free. All right. You can sign up on Preply, go and see what it takes, everything, look at other profiles of people teaching English so that you're talking of boosting your own profile. So go and look at those ones and then see how you can also come up with your own profile, what you're going to write about yourself, how your introduction video is going to be. So can it be competitive? All right, because that's the first place. A lot of people don't even waste time reading too much of your profile once they can see and hear you. Because for people who are trying to learn a language, they most of them have basic knowledge. Okay, it's not like I haven't met anyone that doesn't even have any knowledge. So they have basic knowledge, so they know what they're looking for. So if they listen to you, they can say, oh, I think this person can work. So for me, I think the most important thing is your video, because even if your profile is fantastic, you say, oh, you are a native English speaker, you have this in IELTS, you have that. Once they listen to you and you just do not sound like it, I think that's already, they just cross you out. So I think that for me, the most important thing is that your video. All right. But of course, work on your profile, your your positioning, describing, explaining who you are. All right, do the best that you can. So I'll share, there are more tips I share in my course.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So usually like on Preply, there is also the part where you do like a short video, to pitch yourself.
Yeah.
So you need to
Yes.
make sure that you have your, like, even if you don't have a ring light, have, make sure you're facing the sun, where you are facing the window, and
Yes.
be able to really communicate. That is so, so important, because they actually do watch the videos before sessions. So
Yeah.
I think that's one thing, to actually boost. All right, then Akan, you raised your hand. I saw you raise your hand. You have a question?
Hi, good evening, everybody. It's
Good evening.
yeah, it's not necessarily a question, but just to buttress what Mrs. Marilyn said. Somebody asked a question on how to improve on their profiles. I want to just say something to that effect. If you want to work remotely, you have to put in the work, and most times
Okay.
to require you to pay for services in order to become better. We all have certain skills in us. We all have some skills that we have that would help us work remotely. But when we pay for courses, we pay for coaches to teach us on how to really position ourselves in order to get the desired result. I think it goes in a longer way. Because right now, I went to the site just now on Miss Marilyn's site, and there's a cost to the program. And I've had some people ask me, I want to work remote, put me on, I need a job, all of that, but they are not willing to, pay for these things in order to be taught the right way to go about it. So I just wanted to encourage people to be intentional. If you really want to work remotely, you have to be intentional about it. So yes, that's what I wanted to say.
All
Okay.
right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just say something?
Yes, please.
All right. Thank you so much, Akan, for that contribution. Yes, I know. I had it at the back of my mind, because people also asked me, is the course free? Now, I put a fee to my course. Okay, because number one, we all know that I understand how a lot of people do not appreciate free things. All right. So when you do free, it's like you are begging people to improve themselves. All right. Now, what I do, like what I've done here today, is what I've done in several other places, is that I first of all tell you what you can do for free. Okay, you can actually go and create your profile on this information I've given you now. I'm sure many of you are just getting it for today. You're just hearing it for the first time today. Okay, and then now I'm giving you sites where you can go and even just explore. I'm not even saying create your site, your account yet. Just explore first of all, okay? And then find how to create. You say you want to earn an income. I've told you this is a site. Go and create your profile. Find out what it is, how it takes to create a profile and to register. And then I've also told you can get free TFL certifications. I think Coach, permit me, I forgot to put there is a site you can go and get a free TFL certification. Okay, so I'll type it in the chats shortly. So that is what I give people, where you can sign up for free and where you can get a free certification. With that, okay, if you are serious, you are diligent, you don't even need me. Okay, you don't, but I put my course, I have my course because there are things that I've learned from my experience. Okay, what should I say? I cut my teeth. They say, oh, you cut your teeth. So there are things that I have learned from my experience. Okay, and I want to make it easier for people who are now coming in. I've seen the opportunity in this industry, sincerely, especially for us here in Nigeria. One of my passions now is to really try to see how we can, give ourselves a better chance. Like the group that I've been able to create with this Asian, I'm trying to expand it to even other countries. So other country students are actually coming to get Nigerian teachers, because I believe that Nigeria, we're very good in English. We are native speakers in Nigeria. That's another thing. If you're signing up on any site, put yourself as a native speaker if it will allow you. because we speak English here. We're educated in English. We do business. English is our official language. All of our national pledge, anthem, they're all written in English. We have our languages, but English is the main language. We are native speakers. Many of us speak English better than we speak our own native languages. So that's why I'm really passionate about having I can actually get, more Nigerians, access into this kind of, opportunities. So I'll just share that link. Okay. So that's why I charge my own fee. Okay. I've learned things that I can help you to move faster in the business with. And of course, it's a lot of time because I have people in my coaching group. They have access to me, so they can call me at, they send me messages at odd hours. I try as much as I can to respond to you and all that. So you're also paying for my time. Okay, you're paying for my time. You're paying for, what I have in my head. All right. So, so that's what I wanted to say about that. Okay, so let me put it's www. Okay, over to you, Coach. Let me just type in the site for the free.
Okay.
Yeah, certification.
Wow, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. What of the CELTA, the CELTA as well? CELTA.
Okay, now the thing is that it's only the TEFL that I know where you can get a free certification. CELTA now, like I said, CELTA is like the highest qualification. Okay, it is CELTA is offered by University of Cambridge. So it's a very specialized training. So those ones you can't get them for free. Okay. Yeah. So, but what I can do, I can send Coach later. I'll just send her some. Yeah, because CELTA is certificates for teaching English as a foreign language. Okay, to usually adult learners. Okay. So maybe I'll just send her later some more information on some sites where you pay anyway. Those are paid sites to get your CELTA or start your CELTA. Yeah. And TESOL, even the TFL. Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Any other questions? All right, so at this point, we'll need to take your feedback. How has the session been for you? I know a lot of people joined in like in the past 10 minutes, but we'll share a replay. Like I said, we'll also share the slides so that you can get it in. But please do pick the links she's putting in on the message box. So the message box is down on your right. So please pick the links, make sure you note them down, and all that. She's really benevolent, all of this for free. So please do make sure that you're doing something with the information. Pick it out, put on a notepad, copy it, start from tonight, and start making headway. Justina says is an eye-opener, very insightful. Thank you very much, Justina, for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So please, feedbacks. How was it for you? Did you pick anything? Is something different after this call? I was also on Preply since last year till I met Marilyn, through her webinar, like I mentioned to you in church. And guess what? I went to put that I wasn't a native English speaker because I thought it was for people from foreign countries. And guess what? This is my testimonial. Where you said, please, if you did put, I think I put a B2. I put a B2, so.
Wow. Not even a C, not even a C2.
I didn't even know what I was choosing, Marilyn. I was just choosing anything, Yes. So it's good to get good information. So I went back and chatted with their customer care. They asked for my national ID. I now mentioned I'm from Nigeria and that we actually speak, we were taught in English, our national anthems are in English, you know, all of that.
Yes.
And you know, in less than 6 hours or so, they switched it. And guess what? I started getting students, you know, and see me since September last year. So that's a testimonial from your webinar. So thank you very much.
You know, you're welcome. Actually, I also made that mistake in the beginning. I actually put C2 because C2 is the highest level of English before native speaker. Okay. So I actually put C2 and I was struggling. So later I have an older mentor and he told me, he said, no, that we're native speakers now. I said, wow. So I also went to customer care. And that was when, you know, I brought out all my lawyer background. I brought out heavy, I brought it, wrote an epistle and all that, you know, like highlighting how we're native speakers in Nigeria and all that. And so they changed it. So that's what I always try to remember to tell people from here, you are a native speaker, just put it there. Okay.
Yeah.
Although some countries don't agree, Sha, they say we're not native, but that's their business. We are native speakers.
All right. Thank you very, very much. So let's give her a round of applause and just appreciate her. Thank you so much, Marilyn, for sharing from the heart. I've learned, you know, we keep adding every day, you know, and there is no wasted knowledge because you really do not know where you would use the information later. Okay, Eunice. Thank you. Please ask your question. Someone has a question. That's my sister-in-law. She's on this call. Okay, so please, Eunice. You can unmute.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I have really gained a lot from this webinar. And I'm also happy to understand that it's not only English that we can teach on the site you mentioned.
Yeah.
So I would like to do a follow-up with you and see how far I can go with it. It's very interesting. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. That's fine. Please, Coach, 1 second. I know that our time is up, but do you know that just about 3 days ago, I just got access to this site. I have to share it, okay? I discovered that there's a site where you can go and teach Igbo. You can register to teach Igbo and Yoruba. So any of you that is fluent in Yoruba and Igbo, yes, the same way we're registered. It was created by some Nigerians. I discovered it. Yes, somebody actually sent it to me. So let me I think this is the link. Let me write it. If not, I'll send it to Coach. She'll share it later. So Nigeria, so you can register to teach Igbo or Yoruba to, you know, Nigerians and their families who have grown up in the diaspora. I think that's what they who want to preserve this language, the language in in their families. So I will look for the link and send it to you. Then you can share.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, everyone. We'll call it an evening. If there are no more questions, any more questions, I'm counting 5. Okay, someone has a question. May, please ask your question. May is from our support community, and she lives in the May. Thank you for being here. Please do ask a question.
Yeah, thank you so much. Ever since I joined your community, I told you now you're aware I was able to get a job, a hybrid job, which I'm very happy about. And I'm also very happy today that I joined this one. And I also want to say a very big thank you to Marilyn, because all what you gave us today is something, I mean, we pay a lot of money to get. So what I want to ask is, how do we get to like continue with you from here? Maybe your maybe website or social media handle, or so that we could get in touch. And then I have a lot of people, I have a lot of friends who are also interested in all this remote jobs. Yes, I mean, a friend of mine was even telling me when I invited them for this session, and they were like, if only they knew all this before now, maybe they wouldn't have left Nigeria. Really. So
Right.
Okay.
That's interesting.
yeah.
Wow.
That's interesting. Information is power.
Yes.
So I'm dropping, yes, I'm
It is.
dropping the link to her teaching English as online English as a business in the comments in case you just came in. So
Okay,
access
okay.
the course. I'm dropping that over there. Just a moment.
Okay. And coach, I think I'll send you my social media handles so you can share it to the community if anyone wants to reach me later.
Okay, so I've dropped that particular issue. How can they reach you, Marilyn, before we wrap up?
Okay. Okay, let me just do the let me just drop the Instagram handle here.
Okay. We have some men here. They may be on
And then
LinkedIn too.
Facebook.
So
And then,
some
well, if
men
it's
like
a Facebook, my name, Marilyn Ogbebo. You'll see me on
Okay.
Facebook. We just use.
Thank you very much.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
Then I think I have Nkem Adekunle. She's also from our community in here. Nkem, please, you have a question.
Nkem is my person
The last,
too.
that's the last one.
Hi,
That's the
hi.
last
I'm
one.
surprised. I'm surprised to see her here.
It's a very small
No
world.
knowledge is
Hi.
lost.
Thank you so much, Marilyn. Although I know her as Iya, but I'll go with the official name, Marilyn. I really, really appreciate this opportunity. I so looked forward to it. Some time back, I reached out to Coach Ojugo. She can
Thank
testify. I reached out to her to say, Ojugo, how do I go about getting qualified to teach English? Reason being that
Wow.
somebody's sister, was in my office, she was using the office next to my office. And I had her making all these sounds and, I didn't know what she was doing. So later on, my colleague that, brought the sister now mentioned that, oh, her sister teaches English online and, they pay her in dollars. And, my ears pricked up. I was like, this English, they rap anyhow. Yeah, and they pay them dollars. All this for never with the teach here.
I
So
said,
I had to reach out to Coach Ojugo because she's my I reach out to her. She's my friend, she's my sister, she's my schoolmate way back in the years, and we've been in touch, and she's been very helpful to me, and she encouraged me to join this community, and I've been kind of like active. So when I saw the what's it called now, the poster that there's going to be a webinar on this, and it was here, I was like, I'm not going to miss this for anything. I was looking forward to it so much. I mean, we were out, my husband and I were out, and I was like, hey, I don't have my earpiece. I have this webinar, And he was like, what now? We are going home. So like, look, I can't miss this thing. I don't know if there's going to be a recorded. And I don't want to take for granted that, oh, I know these two people, I can reach out to them anyhow. No, I had to be here so I can get first-hand knowledge myself. And I'm so grateful that I didn't miss it. Great, even though I can still go behind and ask, but I'm grateful that I'm here to get the first-hand share that you did this. And you didn't hide this knowledge. You decided to share it because that my colleague sister was like, shh, no talk it loud now. These dollars, you want everybody to know about it. Thank you so much. And we're gonna run with it. I know I will run with it.
Can you imagine?
No, that person wasn't ready to share, but he is generous. All of us are not like that. Thankful. I'm so thankful. Over from my end.
Thank God.
That's interesting. Thank you, Nkem.
Thank God, Nkem.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nkem, for the support. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
We are really grateful. I think you can see the enthusiasm from everyone. So please, like we always say after our webinars, take action. Just like May lives in the UK. I've not seen her physically, but she's been in my community I'm sure for almost. She's been able to get something for herself. It's not about jackpying. What are you jackpying?
Wow.
That's the most important thing. So I've dropped our community link in there as well. connect with Marilyn, join the community, do something, you know, take action. And like I said, small action. It could be 30 minutes here, 15 minutes there, take the free course here, and you will start heading towards your destination. So thank you very much. We're doing this to help everyone. We're doing this to help everyone. So please do share with others and, you know, get on board. God bless you. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Good
Coach.
night.
Thank you, Marilyn. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Coach. Good night. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
night.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Yes, for those that came in, we mentioned it. You get the replays. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so good night, Coach. Thank you so
Good
much.
night. Good night, Marilyn. Thanks for being here.
Thank you too.